Muscle Farm.
Blog Talk Radio.
Warning. Warning.
Welcome to the 2-minute warning, where sports fans sound off.
I'm trying to blow your mind. I'm talking literally blow your mind. I'm trying to blow your mind. I'm talking literally blow your mind.
Yo, what it do, people? This is episode 37, and we are back. We are the Pride Rules podcast, and it's a big day today because one of our co-hosts finally joins us back. Hasn't been here, 3 weeks, guys, because we had the holiday? Chris? Welcome back, Chris. I wanted to give you a nice welcome early.
Get up.
He's watching a home run derby. He's multitasking on the other end of the studio here. Great.
There goes the high ratings that we had the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Ratings dump. Brah, brah.
Tommy's
anyway,
because he's gonna get called on all his dumb shit today.
We were letting it slide too long. Now, we had a Bash Tommy episode a couple weeks ago. It was bad. Anyway, big week of fights last week. A lot to discuss in terms of the few big matches that we've seen. There was definitely a couple good fights that went down as I wouldn't call them instant classics, but definitely ones that you don't want to miss. We're going to talk about the 213 recap. We're going to touch a little on the Ultimate Fighter review. Of course, we're going to talk a little Conor McGregor. And then there's a couple other just news stories, obviously. Eminem Nunez pulling out of the fight. And Aldo and Woodley now apparently want to squash the Conor beef. We'll talk about that down the road. But just want to talk to you guys real quick. Make sure you get out there and join the 2-Minute Warning group on Facebook. Just search up 2-Minute Warning. Also like our page by searching 2MW Pride Rules. Visit our website, www.priderulesmma.com. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Pride_Rules2MW. And everybody eat a dick. So, guys, 213 was a pretty damn good main event, if you ask me. Obviously, Robert Whittaker wins the interim title. It was a 48-47 decision, but I think it probably could have been 4 rounds to 1. I went back and said it. Chris mentioned it to me, so I was kind of watching it that way. But nonetheless, it definitely could have been 4 rounds to 1. Obviously, Romero, he lost, but Whittaker sustained a little bit of a knee injury, so he failed to really capitalize on that, which people think if he would have went a different route, he probably could have stole the fight altogether. But
finished the fight if he would have just I don't get it. It was obvious right away that he was hurt. Right away.
I want to speak up a little.
It was obvious that he was hurt right away, 30 seconds in, and he didn't kick his leg one more time the rest of the fight.
It was pretty stupid.
But whatever.
Whatever. Real quick, July 29th, right, Omar? Mike Wacker versus Diego Sanchez?
Absolutely.
We're getting up close. I wanted to talk about it at the beginning of the show this week. Omar, you want to just touch on it again real quick, just for the fans?
Oh, for sure. It's Mike Wacker is going to be going up to Pictou, Nova Scotia. Kat Clark has a Chokes by the Ocean event. Bunch of jiu-jitsu luminaries are up there. I think he has Alfred Taza up there. He has Nathan Orchard coming down. I mean, he's putting the bat signal out to everybody, but the one I'm particularly excited for is obviously my coach, Mike Wacker, versus Diego Nightmare Sanchez, or Lionheart, or whatever he's going by right now. Exactly. Yeah. But I got to say, he's been, it's hard to hate Diego. He's been the man on social. Like, this is the most respectful, we're going to kill each other, but we love each other sort of things. Mike's training has been going great. He's just, he's got a bunch of black belts coming up, coming down, as it were, so from the north, from the south. He wants to get out to the city, potentially link up with the Henzo guys, and then we go from there. But, yeah, it's coming down. His weight's good. He's still in good spirits, so he's not cutting a lot, which is nice. But, yeah, it's coming, man. I'm excited.
It's definitely a big moment for you guys at the gym, I'm sure. I'm sure you're all pumped up. And, obviously I'm rooting for him. I'm sure we all are as co-hosts of the show, So it'd be pretty cool if you can get the W there. It'd be a nice little notch under his belt. But
What's the weight that they're fighting, Omar?
It's going to be 154. So
now, is this available? Is this available online to watch or stream or anything? Do we know anything about?
I'll put the link out, but it's going to be pay-per-view. If you're in Canada, if you're over by Nova Scotia, I'm sure you could get a couple tickets. But
right.
But yeah, it's going to be pay-per-view. We'll put the link out. Probably starting this week. That's a great idea, and I just want to support the event because it's a great rule set. It's like I think it's sub only, 10 minutes. And no gi, I believe primarily the match is, but I'm just impressed because all of us have gotten a taste of the business a little bit, and we can differentiate between like shitty promoters and great promoters. And Cat Clark is doing just a phenomenal job. Like he's trying to bring jiu-jitsu to the forefront. So God bless him.
I knew you were going to say that too. I knew you were going to bring that up when you talk about a phenomenal event. You kind of went into detail about it that way. So I was like, all right, this is definitely something that he's getting behind fully. So whatever, that's good, and definitely we're pulling for him. So we'll make sure it's up on the website and the social media links. We'll get that out there just for people to check it out on Twitter and whatnot. But
we'll do.
Yeah, I guess let's get back to 213 real quick. I want to talk about the Whitaker fight because it was pretty big. There's a lot of fallout from that, in a way, I guess you could say. There's definitely a path that these fighters could take because this thing's still in the mix, obviously. There's an interim title now in the mix, so it adds to the whole thing. But, the fight itself, I kind of thought Romero would fare a little bit better. It looked like he gassed out, I guess that's what happens when you have that much muscle tone and I guess weight cut and everything really comes into it, of course, style of fighting and everything. But it looked like Whitaker was just landing early and often, and obviously that takes away some of your stamina too. It wears you down over time. So, I don't know where it's going with this, but I'm pleased to see Whitaker win the fight. He's a good dude. At the post-fight interview, he showed respect to everybody, so it's a good thing. I think he's a good interim champ anyway. He would represent the division well if he wound up being the champ down the road, but it's something to look forward to, him and Bisping. Obviously, the Romero thing is going on. Anybody have any thoughts on the fight that they want to share? Tommy, you haven't talked yet.
I'm glad it went the way that it went. I really didn't want to see Romero win.
Any reason for that?
Because I don't think Romero Bisping would actually be a good
racist.
fight, to be honest with you.
I
just don't think it would be a good fight. I don't think it would be a good fight at all. Whitaker and Bisping, I think, is a better fight. It'd be a really good stand-up fight.
They're historical enemies too, right, Tommy? Like the whole England, Australia,
right?
I just, it's just I think it would be better, a better stand-up war because with Romero, he could do those weird fucking kicks, but then he's tired after throwing one, and then he's just going to be wanting to shoot for the takedown, and it would just be a wrestle hump for 5 rounds or just be boring. So I think this went the way that it was supposed to go, and I don't understand Bisping's point of ripping up the Cuban flag and throwing like that was just stupid. Why are you gonna kick the guy when he's down after he just lost?
Yeah, that I didn't like, and that's the kind of thing Bisping does, right? And sometimes trying to be the funny guy, you come across things like that. I really think it was somewhat in poor taste because you never want to destroy like a flag. That just kind of sends the wrong message, if you ask me. But I don't think it's as serious as it's being perceived. Obviously, Romero replied with his video of himself burning the Britain flag, a printout of it or whatever. So there's definitely fallout from that. They're still got beef over there because they've been going back and forth. Can anybody here, Omar? Can you foresee them two getting into a fight at any point? Or do we have to kind of let the Whitaker Bisping things, kind of settle itself? And
I think I really just want to see the Bisping Whitaker fight. I'm with Tommy on this one. I mean, I love my Cuban cousin, Caribbean Islander represent, but
of course, no whopping just falls, but
exactly. Well, hey, but first of all, not really down with the homophobic stuff. I'm never gonna let him get over not for gay Jesus. Somebody really tried to.
Are you sure it's not forget Jesus? Don't forget Jesus. Maybe it's bad English.
Somebody tried to have this conversation with me, and I just say it's a little crazy.
I think it was me last week. I think you shut me down pretty quick.
No, but let me tell you, it was the same week as the Supreme Court said yes to gay marriage, and then suddenly he uses his mic time. He learns English. No, mind you, learns English that week in order to then be slanderous to a great group of people and a strong demographic here.
He completely went on Rosetta Stone, learned English. He only wanted 3 words. Don't forget Jesus.
And Rosetta Stone didn't want to give it to him. He had to pay extra to get the not safe for work version to be slanderous against gay folks, right? But I do know. On a real note, I'm more excited about what Whitaker can bring to the table. What he showed with good wrestling defense, he outsmarted. He really put a puzzle together to figure out Romero. Nobody wants to fight that dude in that division. Even at 40.
He's a killer right now, bro.
Right?
He's scary.
Exactly.
The fact that he was a lot of people just. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but a lot of people I would think, took this approach, like, hey, he's just gonna go out there and try to use his punching and try to get a knockout or whatever. But like you said, he actually tried to break it down and fight the guy, like boxing instead of punching. He fought the guy smartly. So
picked him apart exactly, and that was the big knock, because we saw he had power. We've seen what he can do, and he had a crazy jiu-jitsu guy on his back, and he shucked it off. He had, what many consider a wrestling demigod, and he was able to keep him at bay for the greater part of 5 rounds. I mean, that's impressive in and of itself, right there, just solving that puzzle. So I'm excited to see what happens with him versus Bisping. I think he has a very solid chance to beat the brakes off of Mike. I mean, I love Mike. In the ring or in the cage, I can't stand them outside of it. I love when Tommy, every 4th of July, we're going to have that Hendo bomb.
You like that, right? That was good.
Oh, Tommy.
That was a good one.
It was great.
Picture coming around, if it's posted in the chat room, you got to give it to me so I can put it on the Instagram page for the fans to look at. But I don't know what you guys are doing.
It's a little bit old now.
I was a little preoccupied over the weekend.
Put it out there,
That's fine. No, you were at Bible group, I remember, Carl.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Bible study.
Okay. Yeah.
Some absolutely drop-dead sexy Spanish girl.
Exactly. They're into church. I spent a lot of hours as a kid playing the guitar and the maracas and everything at church. We bring a full band.
We spent some time in the pews, definitely.
I got you. Exactly.
Tommy, bite your tongue over there. I know what you want to say.
I'm saying nothing. I'm pleading the fifth.
Isn't her father listening to the show tonight?
Chris, what's going on over in the fucking home run derby? I heard what you said, and I'm not going to let you repeat it. What's going on in the home run derby?
No, we're
Sanchez at 17. Stanton's got 14 seconds with 13. So Stanton's about to be eliminated, but he hit everyone was 500 feet, so he's going to get extra time.
Sanchez is playing him dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty Sanchez. Good call, Omar. I got you.
There we go.
Wow. Oh, man. So, Tommy, where's y'all Romero go from here? Or, you know what? Tommy or Chris, why don't you guys argue this one out for a minute?
I want to hear,
Who cares where he goes? Honestly, who cares?
I kind of want to watch him fight.
Rockhold is the only guy.
Fight who?
Knocks people out fucking cold every fight,
Rockhold and Romero.
Not bad at all.
What's going on with Rockhold? Has he surfaced under whatever rock he was under?
The Rock has a
Rockhold under a rock?
Right? Did you do that on purpose?
Come on.
No, but I mean, it works.
Not that bright.
All right.
He says no.
You're better than that, Tom.
Honestly, who the hell cares about
loser leaves
Rockhold?
town match? I want a loser leaves town match with Yoel Romero versus Luke Rockhold, and then boom.
I mean, at 40, do you honestly think he's gonna try and make another run for that belt? I don't think
I want to look
as
good as he does now at
I'm
much
saying,
less
right?
than
He looks
40.
like he's fucking 25.
He said he's not going nowhere. He said he's fighting. So he looks
there you go.
Yeah.
So is Fedor. So is
yeah. Hey, maybe he meets Fedor
right,
in Bellator, right? With the way things are going, who knows? That could be a signing.
Speaking of Bellator, Musashi jumped ship. Jesus, another one bites the dust, man. Musashi's a big sign for Bellator, man. They're on the come up for real.
Yeah, you know what though? He's just another one of those guys who will never be happy. You could give him anything he wants, and he'll never be happy. He looks
like he's not happy in his real life, though, guys. Let's take a second and recap. He looks like he's clinically depressed. Man. He really does. I don't know how he gets a name like the Dreamcatcher, because it's like the dream, like stifler, is really what Musashi looks like. Like happy people go to him and they just cry. Doesn't have a girlfriend. His family's left him. Like He looks miserable at all times. I don't understand it. He's such a good fighter, too. How are you not happier being that skilled? You know what I mean? Christ,
I'm surprised he didn't go to Ryzen, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Where he could really be to go fight in Japan. That's what I figured.
He'd be a heavyweight in fucking a year, taking all that juice.
Hell yeah. Well, he's fought at heavyweight, hasn't he? He's fought at 205, as high as 205, I think, or heavy, I think, too.
He said that he was like testing the waters for the most money, so he just went to who gave him the most money.
Coker's a genius. I'm telling you. He's doing a lot with
he's got
what
that Viacom checkbook. It's an endless checkbook.
Yep.
Tommy loves bringing up that Viacom money.
Hey, we want some of that Viacom
right.
money.
I know. Yeah,
we
right.
won't be mad.
Yeah, right.
Prize rules brought to you by Viacom.
So nobody wants to see Romero fight Bisping just because they talk shit about each other, just to see who wins. Like no one.
I want to see them find each other in a hotel bar, and somebody tapes it. That's what I want to see.
I would like to see I'd like to see Bisping fight, but that's at least a year away. We're 8 months away before we could even talk about that. So
he's doing Triple X number 16, right? I think that's what he's. It's not. He's
like waiting on. Supposedly now GSP or Whitaker.
Still
what
lives.
the fuck's going on?
Well, no, they already said
enough.
that GSP gets the winner of Woodley and Maya. They already said that.
GSP's still alive? Jesus Christ! I didn't know he was still fighting.
I don't even want to talk
GSP versus Bisping, and they fight for like a bionic
was he
eye.
supposed to fight Bisping?
Right, but they fight for an eye. It's not a belt. They get actually like a cyborg's eye, and they're able
dope,
to.
Bro.
I'm telling you,
like a contact lens with like the belt in it. That would be pretty
100%.
cool.
Shoots lasers.
Yeah.
Speaks English.
I'm getting with it. I like it a lot. I'm jumping cards here because I want to go with most relevant, when we're going to run down the list. We don't have to talk anymore about this fight. Obviously, Whitaker's going to fight Bisping, and Yoel Romero, according to Tommy, is going to die somewhere in Cuba. But
that's aggressive.
Pretty much. The tough redemption, the Justin Gaethje versus Michael Johnson fight, we pretty much should have led with that one, but whatever. There was a bump on line, so we had to go with the other one. But, dude, this was a great fight. Like, unbelievable. Chris, I know you're a huge fan of Justin Gaethje, obviously, the way he was, tough as friggin' nails, taking shots and coming forward.
You were like, he's hurt. I'm like, bro, he's not hurt.
A la Nate Diaz. He was hurt, but he got rocked. And not to say he was in pain, he definitely almost dropped him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hit that. He almost had lights out moment. That's what I meant. He was getting fucking rocked, dude.
He got.
And with the way the reffing has been going, it could have been stopped.
So he didn't even
really could.
Wrong or
how
not.
are you fucking gonna stop a guy that didn't even fall?
Well, he was
really.
Shots.
The only person I ever seen get knocked out standing up was Nate Diaz by Josh Thompson. Like 6 flush head kicks.
Why not? They just had a submission that nobody tapped. What's the difference?
Flush head kick. Yeah, right. Submission with nobody taps. Why not have a knockout when no one gets knocked down?
Exactly. You never know. You never know.
Yo, like watching that fight again for the second time. Like the first time I watched the fight, I was like, Johnson lit him up the first round. The second time, he really didn't. It was pretty much even fight, if not Gaethje getting the fucking advantage, and then he just got rocked late in the first round, and that just changed the perception of everybody.
Yeah, it leaves a taste in all the people, in the fans, everyone watching his mouth.
I think that Johnson won the first round clearly because of that, but Gaethje just kept coming, man. Like he wasn't fucking. Just kept coming.
It was like his head was a cinder block, and Johnson was punching it, and it wasn't like moving. Like it was just still walking forward. Like I don't
get why when Johnson had him hurt, I think he was tired as fuck. He had him hurt, and he pressed against the cage. He should have fucking kept distance. And
they were even saying that. The announcers were saying that too. It was actually right after you said it. So I'll give you the credit first. He said, why is he pressing him up against the cage in the clinch right now? He just fucking rocked him. Right, like he's stupid. When he almost knocked him down, what Tommy was talking about before, where he kind of stumbled on his feet. If Johnson would have followed up with any type of shot that knocked him off balance and then gave him those gay ass hammer fists that you guys love, that fight would have been over. But,
whoa, hammer fist.
Things like that.
It would have been over.
Or the hammer fist.
But Gaethje kept coming. Second round, he started doing more and more damage as the fight went on. Don't mind you, he was definitely landing shots early in the fight. Like these guys were throwing bombs from the fucking opening bell, and Was it a knee? I think it was a knee to the body, right? It looked like it was to the head, but it was kind of the body that like really did the most damage to Johnson at first. It started off to like the flurry to land.
It was that short uppercut when Johnson was coming in. It was like barely even through anything. They're the ones that you don't see, and like your momentum is coming forward. It was like a fucking, literally like a 6-inch punch, dude. And he caught him fucking flush in the chin.
Those shots are dangerous, man. If they land right, it's fucking just as dangerous as a bolo, you know?
Yeah, it's like the Stipe Verdum knockout.
Verdum, right.
They're running forward. You know, Machida used to catch people like that all the time. You just be patient and let them knock themselves out.
It's literally the same physics as a car hitting a wall or a car hitting another car head on. You know, like it's the same thing, you know? Two objects moving together increases the force. That's just what it is.
Even Johnson displayed toughness, dude. Like, he took a beating.
Yeah, man. He got fucking drilled and rocked a bunch. Like, he was in pain when that fucking fight ended. I don't care what anyone says.
I'll tell you what, though. Don't let Justin...
You must be eating something good over there, huh?
Yo, he got, like... Yo, no. He got crazy violent.
Way to call him out. He's poor bastard's probably hungry.
Fuck him. Yo. First show back, rookie-ass mistakes.
Come on, man.
Yo, I like how he dismissed my comment before because he said something foul.
No, yeah, but then when he's lighting
on air, and then he calls me out a fucking second later
for eating something crisp. That's gross. I'm like, okay,
whatever.
He's just hungry.
Yo, back to my point, you fucking bitch. I'm choking on it now.
Oh, that's what she's.
Hey, yo,
huh?
Yeah. Gaethje,
that will tell me.
When he had him hurt, if he would have went to the ground, I think he would have finished him anyway. But, bro, like the way he picked his shots, he didn't throw a flurry. He didn't just like waste energy. He picked like 4 shots and a knee that were like violent and like calculated. Everyone landed perfectly flush when he was already pretty much out on his feet.
Right, like I called it a flurry, but it wasn't a flurry. Like me and you were just talking before.
He was like sizing it up, like he was.
Right,
like,
you even said it. You were like he hit him, and he wasn't throwing like just like a flurry of punches. Really, like what I said. He was actually
accurate and precise with each strike he threw.
So like
100%.
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%.
That knee, oh my God.
That knee was brutal, man. That definitely hurt. That definitely fucking hurt.
Yo, what's next for Gaethje? Yo? What I want to see him fight one of
Parkinson's.
Boys, either Barbosa or.
Jesus Christ. No, I like that idea, Chris. You know, Barbosa would be a good fight with him for sure.
You know,
that would
like
be a great stand-up war.
If he gets hit by like an elite striker like that, standing up, like Barbosa will fucking knock you right out.
Yeah.
I like Barbosa a lot. I always have for some reason. I mean, obviously he's a likable guy. You guys probably all like him too, and he's a local fighter now, so gotta like him. Gotta jump on board.
He's been fighting out of Jersey forever, dude.
Right.
Shout out to Tom's River, New Jersey.
Right. Shout out Tom's River.
As long as Edson Barbosa has been a Jersey fighter, about that long.
Well, I think, he kicked Terry Adams so hard. I think the guy's bagging groceries where he lives. I don't think he can fully function as an adult now.
Terry Adams forgot English after getting hit that hard, all right? Terry Adams' teeth settled in place, and he's British. That's how hard Edson Barbosa hit him.
That's what I was just going to say, yo, bagging groceries.
I'm telling you, it's nuts. That would be a great fight.
The move of the night, though, wasn't the knee that knocked him down. It was the third time's a charm trying to climb up the wall, the 6-foot fence of the cage, to do his typical backflip off it because he was so tired from the fight. I thought that was fucking great.
Bro,
just the fact that he couldn't get up and kept trying and eventually did get up.
That was get suspended for that? He got suspended for that when he was in World Series of Fighting.
Was it because he almost landed on the fighter and the ref, though? Was it that, or was it just he didn't want to, you don't want to get...
Because he pulled a Macho Man Randy Savage, and I think he was trying to do a fucking flying elbow from the top rope.
He literally landed like a foot away from the guy who was still laying on the ground after the fight. So
it was like finish
I don't
him.
know if it was that.
You heard Sam Show's voice in the background.
You know what's funny? Chris, I know you saw this, Chris, because we were watching it together. Someone in the octagon actually said something to him, and he waved it off. I don't care. He made the money sign.
The guy tried to stop him, and he was like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah. You know what though? That's like, I know it looks cool. That's kind of a dumb thing to do because that's a great way to blow your fucking knee out.
Yeah.
That's a great way to blow your knee out.
It's so dumb, dude, right? Especially if they're fighting when you're tired. When he was on the top of the cage, I was like, oh, my God, he's going to get hurt. Like, he's too tired to do this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's such a stupid risk. It really is. Like,
I feel like
when you go on top of the cage,
too.
you want to sit on it. Okay, that's fine. When you're doing a backflip off of it, and you're slippery, God forbid your leg kicks out or something, you blow out your knee. Now you're going to be 6 months to a year off because you wanted to showboat and you fucked yourself over. Like.
That's actually what I use to not have to do laundry. I once tweaked my knee a little bit, pulling wet laundry out of the washer. So I'm like, yo, it's not safe. I'll go bring home a bacon.
Though, man, if you haven't worked out in a little bit, trying to take wet laundry out of the washer.
The worst. The fucking worst. Your back, your hands, your butt. You're like, oh, God.
Wasn't it a Redskin quarterback when he headbutted the fucking barrier and he ended up hurting himself
That's
and he had to get taken out of the game? Yes,
I think we call them Native American quarterbacks, Tommy. You racist bastard.
Ha ha. Funny. Ha ha.
Jesus
but, he ended up getting hurt and
I think
got
Trent
taken out of the
Green
game.
did that too, and that's why Kurt Warner got the job in L.A. back in the day.
Yes.
So it's just, it's stupidity.
Proving Kurt Warner wasn't Christian, but actually a witch. He put the hatch on the starting guy.
I hate that motherfucker.
Not that I hate, I don't
Christians?
Oh.
Not that you hate
I'll
Christ.
always remember his giant career. I'm sorry.
Talking about bagging groceries, Kurt Warner, huh? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, my. Look at you, Omar. That's professional right there. That is professional.
Hey.
For those of you who don't know and that are complete assholes, Kurt Warner used to bag groceries before he was, while he was in the Arena League.
For like Northern
the Ramblers,
Idaho or something.
Yeah, the Ramblers.
Yep. And tonight on Monday Night Fury.
Hey.
I'm a prick. Listen, we're gonna go off the rails and leave it off the rails wherever we are there. Okay, we'll find our way
Ramblers.
Back.
Fucking
right,
Ramblers.
We're the. You fuck! I'm like lightheaded right now. Holy shit! I almost passed out.
Put it down.
Oh man. Anyway, there was other fights this weekend.
Yes,
there was other fights. Jesse Taylor won like $400,000 for winning the Ultimate Fighter.
That guy is a
$390.
Goon, yo. Like what?
He is a goon. He is Pat Schmidt, only like worse looking. Like terrible.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you just ruined it, dude.
Omar, I'm going to send you a picture of this guy. You're going to tell me that's not Jesse Taylor, only like 400 pounds lighter.
Yo, 30 pounds.
I can only imagine.
Oh, my God.
Anything that ends with he's this, but only worse looking, it's never good for the guy.
When you're worse looking than fucking that goon, it's really
Yo, when I tell you he had 3 pints of white spit in the corners of each corner of his mouth when he was screaming in the octagon. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Who kisses this guy? Like, is there? He has a girlfriend.
What a great story! Yeah, but what a great story that is.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
It was the most. I'm sorry. I love Eddie Gordon. I love Diego. That was the fucking worst season of Tough I've ever seen in my life. It was terrible.
Wow. Yeah, but you know what?
I know why.
I have it on authority that there was a lot more going on that the cameras didn't show, and we will find that out very soon enough. Uh-huh.
All right. I want to see that then. All right. Yeah, okay. I know why. All right.
Well, the fucking dudes actually were talking about, like, they had fun, it was a good season, but the fights were whack.
There was a couple good ones, but there was nothing going on. Fights. There was a couple. But here's the problem. There was like 7 episodes of the like 11 this season that literally like they started and they just went into like the fighters. Like they didn't have any house bullshit. Like I get why. Listen, it was a tough redemption season. No one was gonna make a mistake and do something stupid and get kicked off. Like it just wasn't that. The worst thing that happened was that fucking prick not making weight. Like what kind of an asshole doesn't make weight on that show? But anyway, whatever.
I was shocked they even brought him on the show.
Gabe Rudiger.
Oh, my God, Gabe Rudiger.
Oh,
Noah.
No, that dude Hector, like, why was he even there? When he was on the Ultimate Fighter the first time, he wasn't even any good.
It doesn't make sense.
There was a couple
he was probably the last guy.
Surprised me, though. Like, even fucking Galicchio, man. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He ended up showing out.
Right. Man, he got the fucking tar beat out of him by Krause, though. Krause was talking so much shit on the redemption card. It, like, makes me, like, I don't even want to say it because he's coming on, but whatever. I mean, come on. How do you lose to that guy? So slow. You let him RNC you. Just doesn't make sense. But whatever. Glickio, he's all right. He's all right.
It's a fight, bro.
First Amboy, New Jersey's pride, baby.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a fight.
New Jersey, holler.
Right, that's what I'm saying, though. Anything, it just shows you. Look at Aaron Pico, man. Like, that dude wouldn't beat him fucking if they fought 99 more times. Pico would fucking whoop his ass.
He rocked him and got that choke in a second, and Pico was out. But he'll be back. I know that dude's going to have a career fighting.
He's too talented. And if he's like, he's already like not worrying about the loss, supposedly. I read an article about it.
Yeah, it's easy when you're that young. It definitely is. So, but either way, the season was all right. There was a lot of brawls from the coaches, which kind of got old. Chris hates Cody now because he's like such a.
I mean, I never really liked him, but now I just seal the deal. I didn't like Dillashaw more than I didn't like Cody, and now I want Dillashaw to fucking whoop his ass. I
mean, like you said today, Chris, it's like enough. Like you literally ripped Dillashaw for 20 minutes. He calls you like, yo, dude, relax. Like, what are you, a baby? And like you get up like ready to kill him.
Baby, you want to stop? I'm gonna knock you the fuck out of you. I'm a baby.
You got up to beat up. You got up to fight Conor McGregor when he said it about Dillashaw.
Haven't you ever had that one person? Yeah, but haven't you ever had that one person in your life that you just don't like so much that it doesn't matter what they say to you, it makes you fly off the fucking handle?
But like less than a calendar year ago, he was like willing to fight and get his ass beat by Conor for said guy. Like how?
Because they were supposed to be teammates, and
but
there's
a ton
of
this day and age all the time, dude. It's
but there's got to be a lot more behind the scenes that we don't know about to get to a point like that.
I mean, it can't be to the point where like.
You know what it is? Dillashaw was one of the best fighters on their team, and he left. That's
what it is Cody's now playing himself over it. You know what I mean? Like he really
DJ Khaled voice right there. Congratulations.
Word
Flames.
up.
He is though. Chris is spot on. He's looking like a straight up fuckboy.
Enough's enough.
Chris is
right
really. Go ahead, Omar.
Right.
I always cut you off. I don't want to cut you off.
No, it's all good. I was just saying, he just looks like a fucking.
Don't girls like fuckboys though? I just cut him off again. Oh my god.
Hey man. Hey,
well, I mean, you're getting laid now, so they must.
Oh.
I am getting laid now.
Hey, dude. Allegedly.
Allison, don't listen to them. You're hot.
He doesn't kiss and tell, so I wouldn't know. He hasn't even intimated yet. He's a gentleman, and he said nothing of the sort, Thomas.
This dude Cody was saying that he lost.
You guys know everything, but
his hair got wet.
You don't care either. What?
Cody Garbrandt said that he lost tetherball because once his hair got wet, he was insecure about his hair being fucking messed up. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, isn't he a model too? Like, isn't he a model?
He's a fucking tall.
That would throw me off. Right? If I'm doing algebra and my hair gets wet, I can't do math anymore. Said nobody fucking ever, right? Like, come on, man.
He's a 5'3" fucking model, Tommy.
I guess he forgot to put in his got to be glued because his hair must not get wet in the cage when he's fighting.
Got to be glued. Oh my god, I'm literally I'm looking at 2 bottles of that shit right now. That's so weird. Omar, you're fucking batting 1,000 right now, dude. Fucking prick. You prick. Oh my god.
Now, do we even have a makeup date for them to fight? Did they make up a date for that yet?
We're talking MMA right now? I didn't know we were talking MMA.
Oh yeah.
He said the earliest that he'll fight is November, so which means probably January.
Oh god.
So now he's gonna try to get a boxing match.
Shit, huh?
He's gonna get a boxing match. He's gonna try to get one signed up, and he's never coming back to fight ever again.
Chris said something before, like I brought up to what we talked about a couple weeks ago, like, yo, they better get going with this undercard thing. Chris is like, they're not gonna have any MMA fighters fighting on that undercard. It's gonna be all boxing matches, like, and it makes sense. Like, why would they have, like a bunch of like cross-promoted fights?
Dana White isn't gonna make any extra money. Like, these guys are just gonna take from the prize.
Right.
What is
so
in which
matter.
There's
if Showtime's smart,
called out for the undercard. You think Nate Diaz is undercarding anything like that? Come on.
No, and if Showtime is smart, like, they're just gonna use whatever star power they're getting off of Conor to build up their stable of boxers that they're gonna then promote down the road, right?
The whole shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, what is the benefit of adding UFC fighters? Like, are they going to get a pay-per-view cut? No, that's just going to take away from other people's bottom line. That ain't happening.
Exactly. Unless you get Hoist to lace them up somehow. And please, sir, if you're listening to this, don't do it. But unless you get something random freak show-esque, right? Like Ken Shamrock.
Terrible joke, but I can't do it.
Don't do it.
Go ahead.
Do it. No, the Matt Hughes joke. It's not cool.
No,
don't.
Oh,
how are you not going to say it? We've made fun of Matt Hughes for the past 3 weeks. Well, at least
he did last week. He said that Matt Hughes should fight BJ Penn. That's what Tommy said.
I was going to say something along those lines. Like, I'm pretty sure Hoist and Matt Hughes can settle their feud now. They're both fucking.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably.
Yo.
On the
one time that Hoist will have better stand up than Matt Hughes is pretty much right now.
because he can actually stand up.
I love him to death.
All right, that's it. Going to hell.
Box. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Hey, you are.
If I'm going to hell because of that, then my fate has been sealed a long time.
For years, I was gonna say. Jesus. He was eating a baby's foot earlier. That's what you called him out for, Carl. Thanks. Just chewing on a baby's foot.
Oh my God! If you guys only knew.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I mean, it can't be anything worse than what Matt Hughes has done in his life. So
I'm just saying, cannibalism, guys.
Yeah, what is Matt Hughes, dude?
No, honestly, what I was talking about is my ex-girlfriend and me were sitting down one day looking at pictures through like Chris's phone, and there was a foot in his hand, and it was like half the size of his hand. And she thought that was my.
Well, why are you looking through my phone with your ex-girlfriend?
That's really super bizarre.
You were sleeping at her house. It was Sunday morning. It was Sunday at like 2:00. The Packers were against the Lions, and he was passed out in his roommate, my ex-girlfriend's roommate's bed. All right, with her.
No.
Anyway. The foot in the hand wasn't my niece's. It was fucking his girl's at the time's foot, and she was like a fucking 28-year-old girl, and the foot was like a baby foot. That's the reason why I said it. All right.
Dude, I got a story about that girl, but I'll really go to.
Okay.
Did you guys get it bronzed at later though? That's what I want to know. Like, it was really a baby foot.
No, I got it on my keychain.
Is the bronzing of her feet hanging from the rearview mirror of your car?
Nice.
Is he one of me? Like, is that what? Because that's what we do. Like, we carry the baby shoes fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
We don't have ID.
Well, yeah, you got to sell something in a pinch.
That's what
try
I'm saying.
to pass it off as a.
Terrible.
Pass it off as like a paperweight, some sort.
Yeah.
So what round is Conor knocking out Floyd?
That's what I was going to say. Are we going to bring?
Fourth round.
Fourth? By the way, guys, listen. I'm stating it right here. I know I told Chris a couple days ago. I said it to my family. I'm 100% buying in on the Conor winning this fight. So eat a dick, Tommy. We'll talk about it every week.
Like, wait, what?
Right. I think Floyd's
winning. He's knocking Floyd's little bitch ass out. I'm telling you.
Floyd Money Mayweather can't pay his taxes until after the Conor fight. So he's got
throwing
all
this
money.
fight.
Where's
he got Pete Rose to bet on him for this fight.
No, it's not that he doesn't have the money to pay it. It's not that he doesn't have the money to pay it. He
just opened a strip club. He just opened a strip club, so a lot of his money.
He's got money. Don't.
He's the wrong color to be.
No, thanks. I didn't know we had Floyd Mayweather's financial advisor on the line, but thank you.
He's pulling a Wesley Snipes for God's sakes. Like, does he not realize the IRS don't like black people?
Trump filed for bankruptcy like 8 times in his life. He's like the 5th richest guy in the country.
Yeah, but how did he beat him? He joined him. He figured that out. He's like,
anyway, back to the 13 years younger, like a foot taller. They're fighting at 154, which I think Floyd's signing up for a fucking death wish on that. I really do. I know that
he's gonna throw the fight. He's gonna throw this fight. I'm telling you, he has enough debt where he's like, fuck it.
He's gonna get knocked unconscious. He's not. I don't see how he could throw a fight. Is he gonna just let him knock him out?
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you.
I just envision Conor hitting him and just shocking everybody because that's just the way, his fucking star is, just the way he is.
Right.
You don't expect it, and then all of a sudden this guy fucking becomes.
He's just a better boxer than Floyd.
Yeah.
What?
No, here's the thing.
Do we have Pete back on the line? Hang on.
Oh, who's that?
Here's my point.
Yeah, who?
Is that
Mike Jones?
They're fighting each other. Floyd's going to get hit. Like, even if it's 3 times, that might be all it takes.
Well, the over-under's 20, right? Like you said?
Yeah, dude, the numbers on the betting lines on this fight are fucking nuts, dude. Like, over-under
they keep changing.
The over-under for total punches landed by Conor is 20.
That's it?
Like, come on. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And you can make money
I heard that. I thought he was going to get killed.
you can make money on him landing more than 20 punches. That's
because I think
crazy.
that they know that it might only last fucking 2 rounds, and he
Conor might knock him out with one punch.
One punch. I think that's
if anybody can, Conor can. Like I'm a believer after seeing what he did to Jose Aldo, but more so what he did to Alvarez. Like Alvarez got hit and got scared.
Alvarez is like the best boxer. It's just that the way he threw that left so quick and effortless, it was like I don't know.
And then Alvarez looked like he got hit by a fucking 2x4. That's what got me.
Yeah.
And he's been in there with some animals, and then he gets touched by this left hand, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Like, wait a second. That's
Didn't Michael Chandler look like he hit him way harder than Conor was hitting him? Like Michael Chandler fucking went to work on his face, bro.
But the only difference is Conor was more accurate.
Bro,
with the shots. That's the difference.
Perfect.
Vision and timing,
explanation.
Speed and power.
Is that a compliment for Conor though?
I'm not going to take anything away from him. I mean, can it happen?
It's happening.
Of course.
Guys, it's happening. You're seeing it happen.
Can it happen? Of course. I could also walk out of my hotel room, get blasted by a fucking 18-wheeler. Anything
I'm talking about you coming around to Conor.
Because I know you don't like Mayweather. That's just impossible.
I don't like either one of them. I really don't care.
No,
who do you like?
Nobody. Care. How the fuck could you not care?
You're an MMA guy, bro. Root for Conor. Come on, bro.
You have to.
No.
That's one thing.
No.
You have to. For MMA, bro. It's like rooting against the Red Sox in the World Series.
Not fighting Frank.
It's like being a boxing fan. It's like being a boxing fan and rooting against Ali versus Antonio Inoki back in the day. You can't not root for the. Come on, bro.
I'm not rooting for either one.
It's contagious. You'll be a fan if you root for one day.
Switzerland-loving motherfucker. I can't.
Right? Bitch, dude.
No.
I stick to my fucking guns.
Okay.
I stick to my guns.
Go and just let it keep going and getting better and better every week. And by the fight, you would have been a fucking.
You could have just let me keep going, but no, you got to interrupt. You're your own worst enemy.
Oh boy!
I come with a comment and then you try and take it, and it's just
you were gonna go into a soliloquy about how much you love Conor. Get the fuck out of here!
All of a sudden he's gonna launch into this fucking.
No, what I was gonna say is, of course, anybody has the opportunity to knock Mayweather out. Everyone that he's fought has the opportunity, but it's just not gonna happen.
Really?
Yeah, I heard you make the same compelling argument when he was fighting Alvarez.
Yeah, except Alvarez isn't an undefeated fucking champion.
But Alvarez isn't also 41, and a fucking foot shorter. And
let me ask you a question, though. Let me ask you an honest question. When was the last time Conor worked out of a guard in training, you think? I'm dead serious. Like probably yesterday.
I don't know. Working with Dylan Danis, probably not much.
Yeah.
But all right. He said he's taking time off of MMA to train boxing. So that right there means not since that happened, right?
Yeah, fuck does that have to do with anything? Boxers train from when they're fucking kids.
I'm thinking about Conor McGregor when he fights Khabib and Khabib doesn't take him down. Like, he needs to keep these fucking skills honed if he's gonna, like
you honestly think you're gonna see him back in the UFC?
Yo, what is he gonna not fight? Yo, I can't understand this. Please, then why does Floyd ever even fight?
Because he likes money.
Because he likes all his money. Wait, he's so rich.
Conor doesn't. Like Floyd made $100 million 10 fights ago. Like Conor's gonna make about a little bit more than that probably, right?
Okay.
So did Floyd stop fighting 10 fights ago because he got rich and he made it? No, this is what he does.
No, he
bro.
spends
He's gonna fight.
He spends it too fast.
Yeah. They both.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between the two of them. Conor's a little bit more.
You know why he spends more money?
Money?
Because he has more money. Conor's the same fucking way, dude. He's got a fucking new car every week. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but he's in Ireland, and the cost of living in Ireland is significantly cheaper than it is here.
They live on potatoes over there.
That's what I'm saying.
Potatoes and beer.
And
Jameson.
There's worse
That's
lives. All right, there's worse lives to lead. Okay, potatoes and beer. Sign me up, Jesus.
All right. What's the bet here? That if Conor wins and he doesn't come back to fighting, I'll literally do anything you want. You can name it and I'll do it, and then vice versa.
That's not backstage.
That's a bad thing to say there, Chris.
Shave your head with a big razor.
Bro, he's 28 years old. There's no way he's never coming back. He's 28.
So you're not gonna be able to shave your head until he's like 39, because you never know. He might come back at one point.
He's not even gonna retire. He's gonna come back in 4 months. He's gonna fight.
All right. So if he doesn't come back by January, you have to shave your head with a big razor. If not, Tommy has to cut off
that's a little soon.
His chin strap beard.
That's soon. That's soon, January.
Yeah,
he might take the
January,
rest
they're fighting
of the
in fucking August, dude. I'm not
saying have a fight by January. I'm saying
they celebrate.
Fucking New Year's
They start
weekend
celebrating Christmas in Ireland in like September. I don't know if you know this or not, but they start really getting rowdy before even Halloween. They don't give a fuck. They got like 700 days of Christmas.
I just can't imagine a guy in his prime just stopping because he made money. Like, it's crazy. He's a fighter.
Because he's smart.
Especially when he's a champ. Like,
he's smart. He knows that he has other opportunities.
Wait a minute. Time out. What about the NFL players that make money and retire early? There's no difference.
There is a difference.
There's no difference.
He's obsessed with fighting. He's a fucking lunatic. He's 28. He's in his prime.
Yeah,
he's going to become the biggest star in the history of the world that's ever fought, and he's going to stop fighting.
You have to understand the one thing, though, Chris. There was a day that Barry Sanders woke up in the morning and didn't want to play football, and the night before
there wasn't a chance for Barry Sanders to make $100 million a game.
Yeah, and he was getting the shit.
He should have been paying him. Whatever Detroit could muster.
What do you think? He's going to make $100 million when he goes back to the UFC? He's going to go back to the UFC making a couple million.
No,
want to know why?
He will
He's going to make a lot of money, but not that much. He's going to make like $30 million.
Not even close.
I'm talking
about WWE will not pay him.
This guy is going to be the biggest star ever. Literally.
I agree there. I agree, but I think that he's going to be done with the fighting as the vehicle for his stardom. Once he reaches this sort of pinnacle,
like, I get a share. I'm getting this. Then he can start.
You're not going to do it.
Let me tell you something. If he's going to get close to $100 million in the UFC for a fight, I'll drop down to 155 pounds and take an ass whooping just to get a chunk of that from him.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Are you kidding me?
Listen to me.
He'll never get close to that.
Look at the latest Dana White interview that he was talking about Conor.
There's no way he's going to get that much money.
How important Conor is to the UFC. Like, when you got the guy that you negotiate with saying that about you, you hold all the cards.
No, that's desperation. That's what that is.
That's 100% desperation.
That's him saying, please don't go, baby. Please, I love you.
Yeah, please don't go. What do you want? Because, like, whatever you want, you're going to get.
But that's Dana White saying that. I have yet to hear Ari Emanuel say a goddamn thing about what's going to happen.
Ari Emanuel just paid $4 billion for Conor McGregor.
No, but he's not gonna give him then a piece of the company unless Conor says, hey, listen, I'll take on some of that debt. That's the only time in a business sense that would ever make.
Right.
That would ever
I trust
make.
Omar
Oh my God!
Right.
Or I'm just never gonna fight again, so you'll never get out of it.
Probably.
No, I'm not saying he's gonna make $100 million from the UFC. I'm saying that this guy's gonna make $100 million a year, $200 million a year.
But
off his
honestly, dude, he can do that probably without fighting if he beats Floyd. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
Just do something.
No, you can't. He has no.
He's the biggest star ever on earth. If he beats Floyd Mayweather, biggest athlete star ever on earth.
When was the last time you heard of an endorsement deal that's not Michael Jordan, right? Not Michael Jordan, because he trained.
And Michael Jordan if he beats Floyd, dude. You don't even understand. Forget it.
Michael Jordan didn't get the endorsement deal as he decided to stop playing basketball. He got it like early in the game.
If you prorate it, if you prorate it retroactively over time, dollar for dollar with the value, I think it might be pretty close.
What? Bro, check Jordan's royalty check.
Bro, it was the fucking 1980. Like sneakers were like $40. His sneakers are fucking $180 now.
Adjusting for inflation, though.
What are you buying, knockoffs?
That's what I'm
$180.
Yo, they're not.
Right.
Like, the sponsorship money is going to be contingent on him being Conor and fighting and being, like it's not going to just.
What fucking sponsorship money? What's he gonna be sponsored by? Tullamore Dew? What fucking sponsorship money?
Oh my
Guinness.
God.
No,
Guinness.
He's going to create his own fucking whiskey. He's going to make his own whiskey.
That's one of the 100 companies. But keep going. I'm talking about
He could be the first Irish star in China since they built the railroads over there. Because we brought Chinamen to build them here, but over
here. Right.
They brought Irish over there.
So
I like how you know these stupid little tidbits of information that I know.
For Conor to gain by
and they were all drunk off whiskey, working with big loads of dynamite. They all didn't fucking die.
100%. They're like, fuck it, let it ride.
They were wasted blowing up mountains with dynamite.
So great.
Go figure. Anyway, go ahead, Chris.
Judge has to hit 23 to advance. He's got 5 with 3 minutes to go.
Fuck.
Bauer hit fucking 22.
Someone said Bauer was going to win, too, like an expert. I was like, fuck you.
But anyway,
right.
Conor's not fucking quitting fighting.
Right.
Just for everybody,
I hope not. I mean, Khabib's calling him out. Ferguson's
he just
calling
said that
him out.
he's going to fight Khabib in Russia. Like, he's already...
So?
You're fucking nuts, dude. He's not...
Conor
McGregor's stopping fighting at 28 years old. Okay.
100%.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the
If he wins,
dude, thanks
for letting me know that I'm the smartest one on this fucking panel.
Wow.
Yeah, what a fucking prick. You know what? Let's kick him off.
Ask for it.
Hang up on him, Owen.
Yeah.
Was that a protein bar he was eating? Is it like is it one of those?
I washed it down with a muscle milk too, dude. You're
my fucking cat.
You're really in trouble.
Oh God!
If he
was chewing on his supplement pills.
If he somehow wins, what's the point of going back to the UFC to make let's
Exactly.
just say
That's
at
what I
most $10 million? Let's just say
That's
for
right.
a fight, $10 million.
Let's
It's
say
not
he
enough
makes
money.
$20 million. That's a lot of money though for one night. That's a full season in baseball. Like Gito was making $20 million. That was a lot of money in his contract. That's a lot of money for one night, dude. $20 million.
I think he's
$1 million.
more.
He's already made $20 million in a night fighting in the card.
Jesse Taylor made $2 million winning the Ultimate Fighter. Come on.
If he beats Floyd Mayweather, he's gonna make.
He can run
not
for
100. All right, guys, I'm sorry. He won't make 100 million. He's gonna make 50 million a fight. Like it's
I can tell you this much: if he beats Floyd Mayweather, boxing is dead.
I don't agree
done
with that
and over.
Thank
I
you.
don't agree with that.
Dead,
at all.
done, and over.
Chris, it almost died last time, and there wasn't even a fucking fight.
You know what'll be dead?
Boxer.
You know what's going to be dead about boxing? The fucking lightweights and the A side, B side, because now there's actually exciting heavyweights, and that'll always trump all.
Yeah, but the legitimacy will be gone because, look, even if he wins, you know they're not going to give him. Like,
I'll tell you this
people
right
are not
now.
going to give
Let him finish. Let him finish, Chris.
Go ahead. Sorry.
People are not going to give him the win if he wins. They're going to turn around and say that Floyd threw the fight. It's going to be a whole fucking to-do just because the best boxers.
Eyes are rolling in the back of his head.
Dude, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
he's not supposed to win.
There's going to be dollar signs on the other side of his eyes.
The best boxers in the world didn't beat him at the. You know what I mean? The best fighters in the world did not beat him. Then who
has he fought that's the best fighter in the world? Could I please? Canelo that he cut down to fucking.
De La Hoya.
De La Hoya, the last was threatening. De La Hoya was 12 years ago, I think. It was like 2005, and it was the last.
He was wearing fucking lace underwear.
It was the last.
You know what? No, De La Hoya won that fight on single.
De La Hoya, I thought, won that fight anyway, but for the record, he did lose a split.
All right, so
one of the judges
had
had
De La Hoya.
Was his last dangerous
gave
fight.
him a run for his money.
Don't pronounce that age, Tommy. Out of respect.
Judah gave him a run for his money. Shane Mosley did pretty well
is he
against
fighting
him.
Joey Crawford? Is he fighting any of these guys that are like 26-0? Because they're the best fighters in the world right now. Not the guys that are 35-5 that he's handpicking. Not the Maidanas that's already lost 4 times. Not Pacquiao when he just got literally killed by Marquez.
I want Chocolatito to eat.
His last knockout that was
45 pounds
Ricky
heavy.
Hatton. That was his last knockout. Was Ricky Hatton. All right, Ricky Hatton, we all know about him.
Omar, we got to let him go first. Just let him go until he's done.
Just let me go. I'm sorry. I'm fucking...
Go ahead.
And Victor Ortiz, who he, punched when he was apologizing. That's his last 2 knockouts. Before that, who did he knock out? Before that?
His wife, I
He's
think.
not a knockout artist. He's a point fighter. He's a pugilist. He doesn't get hit. That's the whole point. Doesn't matter about his knockouts.
He gets hit,
Who
though.
cares about his knockouts?
He does get hit. He's
Is Judge taking the lead right now?
Huh?
Is Judge taking the lead right now?
He just tied it up.
Judge just tied
Holy shit.
Oh, my balls are fucking...
He's got 30 seconds to hit one because...
My balls are tingling.
No, he tied it. It's over. He tied it up.
It's over.
Yeah, you see the 30-second bonus earned?
Yeah.
He had 4 home runs over 440 or something, or 2 home runs over 440.
Aaron fucking Judge, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's up with Jose Aldo and Tyron Woodley giving a dual blowjob to Conor?
Oh my God, he hit one off the rafters.
You know what I'm saying,
I guess they want to be his buddy now with that money.
Yeah,
pretty much.
No, the Aldo story I think is a little older, but Woodley was coming out and he was like, "Yo, I don't even want no beef with Conor, yo." He came out Conor's first fight was in fucking 2013 in the UFC. So he's done this in 4 years, which is just insane.
Insane.
It really is.
He's fighting Floyd Mayweather. He has fucking 4 years of octagon time. What? He's gonna beat
crazy.
Floyd, dude.
And
he's a magician.
He hasn't fought in damn
He
near
knows
a
how to
year.
market himself. He knows how to market himself. That's
He's
why
the best shit talker.
How about he knows how to knock people the fuck out?
It's the combo. Tommy,
you
got to give it.
Chael Sonnen knows how to market himself too. He's not fucking making Conor McGregor fucking waves.
Omar's right.
What are you talking about? The guy talked himself into title fights when he was
and
barely
then knocked
even
people
ranked.
out. That's the thing. There was
not
cares?
Conor when he said Chael.
Yeah, but
Chael.
That's my point. Then Chael would get.
I thought we were talking about Conor too.
Chael would
Aaron
get
Judge
stretched
won,
in
by
the said title fight. He would. Conor talked himself into whatever fight he wanted, and then called around and knocked the guy out with the shot that he predicted.
Yeah, you're right, but it didn't matter with Chael because he lost and then still got another title fight. He lost, still got another title fight.
Chael Sonnen, I mean, I guess he's that good of a
because he knows how to market himself. Dana White doesn't care
about the best
because
he was embezzling money for Dana White. Can we talk about that for a second? I think he was hiding
Joel
money.
Supernaut was doing it. It wasn't Chael.
The point that I made was that Conor McGregor has a combination of his knockout power plus his media savvy and all that bullshit. Dude, even Aldo said it in the thing that Carl was talking about. Aldo was like, Conor's a friendly guy. Like, he would go get me tea, ask me how I wanted it. And then he was like, we were in Brazil during the world tour, and everybody was talking shit, fucking getting crazy, trying to get at Conor McGregor. And they said that he said he just stared in the corner for 6 minutes and didn't say a word, just looked at the wall and tuned it all out. And then the minute he got out there, he was a fucking different person. Once the cameras are on, and there's an Irish person in front of him.
So Conor, just like Muhammad Ali was.
Conor apologized to Aldo after the fight.
Ali would be friendly with his opponent when the camera wasn't on. Then as soon as the camera was on, he would flip the switch. So it's pro wrestling. That's what it is. It's pro wrestling.
Irish Gorgeous George.
Wasn't Muhammad Ali doing that before pro wrestling was even a big thing?
Gorgeous George was doing that. Back in the day, the pro wrestling had that forever.
Are you kidding?
Chris, you remember Muhammad Ali fought the wrestler, dude. I know you did.
Yeah, I get it, but was it really I don't know. Either
way. Yeah, no, it was
lifted
from pro wrestling. It's
not pro wrestling. It's media savvy. It's being, Conor's making everybody money. It's not like he's, I would welcome that. Go ahead, do it.
Well, he's not making
literally made
Ken
Mendez a millionaire.
Yeah, but he's not making everybody money when he's not fighting on UFC cards. He's making Dana White money now that he's fighting Floyd Mayweather.
You're right, Tommy. You're right.
Eddie Alvarez,
is he making the Diaz brothers money
right
now?
But if he beats Floyd and then comes back, what's he going to do to that card? So that think about the money that's going to be pumped into that.
That's the $99,000 question. If he's really going
to fight on a Conor card, you get 100,000 Twitter followers just for fighting on partisan.
Ask Tony Ferguson, right?
Right, I was going to say, Ferguson was the one who said that when he didn't get the fight with Khabib. He was like, I gained a lot of followers. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you crazy? Holy shit.
Well, that's what Dana White looks at, I think, is the Twitter followers. That's what it seems to.
Well, we'll see soon when Gaethje's ranked 4th in the 55 division after one fight, which he deserves. I think he really should have to fight another guy, though. You need, give him another test. Come on.
Besides Nate Diaz, who after
I like the Barbosa fight. I like it.
Who 6 through 10 would beat Gaethje right now, do you think? I think he belongs in the top 4.
It remains to be seen, man. It's
a sobriety test.
He at least
right now. Fucker can't walk in a straight line.
Well played.
He can't see.
Yeah, Chris, you're probably right about that. I mean, I get it. Don't put somebody, but Conor had to fight Dennis Seaver, Poirier, Holloway. He came up, he fucking fought Brimage,
but Conor's first fight was against Brimage, an unranked guy. Gaethje's fight was against the 5th ranked guy in the world, and he fucking.
Which I guess he's starting a little bit more, better than Conor. So I guess, by fucking proxy, whatever.
And he starts.
I don't know.
By the end of that
I'm really curious to see where this Conor Floyd fight's gonna go. If Floyd loses, everyone in the world will fucking jump up in the air at once. Even if you want Conor to lose, it'll just be so shocking. It's gonna be insane when it happens.
The way that people are just completely counting him out is foolish.
They thought Ronda would beat Floyd, but yet they're counting out Conor.
That's
you
what
said
I'm saying.
that.
They were talking
you said that back in the day, and
Floyd Mayweather in a fight, and then now they're saying that Conor can't.
Won't. It doesn't make sense. Come on, Ronda.
Well, no, there's a difference between a fight. There's a difference between a fight and a boxing match. In a fight, I don't see Floyd beating either of them.
No, I'm so
tired. In a fight,
he would kill Ronda Rousey in a fight.
In a fight, he wouldn't be able to stop her takedown.
No, in a fight, I think Ronda would take Mayweather down. I'm gonna be on that bandwagon.
With judo,
100%.
Take down fucking Holly Holm.
He's
Holly
smaller
Holm
than
can
Holly.
kickbox.
Hold on.
Holly Holm can kickbox.
Holly Holm is an Amazon. for God's sake. You see those thighs?
Yeah, she's weighing at 135. Floyd's fighting at 154, but Holly Holm is an Amazon and fights at 20 pounds lighter. That's my point. Men are just bigger. Like,
right.
You know, Holly Holm looks so big, but she really just is. She fights at 135. She's not big. She's a fucking.
Because if this were an MMA fight, nobody would put money on Floyd. Conor would be plus 3,000.
James Toney, I think, would put like $5 bill on Floyd.
What do you think Holly Holm walks around at, for the record? I'm curious.
170.
127 delicious pounds.
Bro, 170? You think Holly Holm is cutting down fucking 35 pounds?
If she cuts her hair, that's 15 pounds right there. You realize that that's like a tiara built into the top.
I'm saying maybe Amanda Nunes walks around at like 160, and that's big.
Amanda Nunes has
with all the snot
fucking broader shoulders than Brock Lesnar.
Right? I'm saying with the snot in her nose that made her medically unfit to fight in this last event.
Perfect.
Joanna Champion.
Perfect segue. Thank you. We had to get off the Conor shit anyway. Amanda Nunes, what the hell happened there? Can somebody please tell the listeners what they should already know?
She felt the fear, and the fear was in her nose.
She backed out of the fight.
Shevchenko had that look in her eye, and fucking Nunes was like,
scared.
Oh, yeah. No, Shevchenko went to Machu Picchu and put a curse on Amanda Nunes.
And
I think that,
in
Spanish.
I think Shevchenko's the best in the world right now. She just has that look. She you can look at her progression and just her body, and like, she looks fucking ready to rock and roll. She looks like she's on steroids, to be honest.
She can't dance, though. Still to this day. It's crazy how she can be so coordinated in a fight. The minute the dance music comes on, looks horrendously white. I don't understand that.
How awesome is Joanna Champion for offering to step up and take the fight?
Yes, thank you. I wanted to bring that up, but I was waiting for you to see if you were going to do it. Joanna Champion said she was going to take the fight that night. How fucking great is that?
Oh, my God. I love that lady.
And Dana was down.
Should have happened. It should have made it happen. You know why? You know that people.
So why? Yeah, but why didn't it happen though?
Probably money.
Is it weird that
the commission? Wasn't their weight? The weight wasn't right, Chris, or something. The weight wasn't close enough.
Yeah, like she couldn't. They were like over 8 pounds apart, and then they can't sanction it or something.
It was a weight.
Put some quarters in your pockets. Get the fuck out of here. Get some heavy.
Let them sign off. Who cares? Let them fight.
Do a catch weight. You know,
right?
Yeah.
Throw that fight on the card. But, I mean, is their fight pushed back a card too? Like fucking Lawler and Cerrone? No, right? So that fight's going to have to get rescheduled down the line. It's not going to be till after August.
It's definitely going to have to get rescheduled because
I hope she gets ripped.
Shit like that's whack.
Strip her.
There's people.
And I don't mean strip her.
Where's Shevchenko's from Poland, right?
God, no. I don't want to see that dick.
No, she's from Lima. She's from Peru. Well, she lives in Peru, but I think she's from Russia. That's why I said Machu Picchu.
Well, either way, she had fans flying internationally to fucking come watch her fight that didn't get to see it. That's bullshit.
Yeah. The three Indians.
That's tough.
Oh, man.
It's just funny how Amanda Nunes was on UFC Unfiltered on Thursday, which they record on Wednesday, and she sounded fine. Sinus problems don't just creep up after a day.
And if every fighter
that's not how it works.
Every fighter that
didn't feel right
just said, I'm not fighting because I don't feel right. You know how many times a fighter gets to the arena and they don't feel right, and then it shows in the fight and they lose a fight because they say after, I don't know, I just didn't feel right.
It's called being a bitch, is what it's called. It's called having the mental fortitude.
If I went to go fight, I'd be nervous as hell, no matter what.
I would. I'd be shitting my pants. I've thrown up before jiu-jitsu matches, and it's jiu-jitsu matches, for God's sakes, all right?
So you know what's thrown up on the fucking football field, and it's not even a fight.
I don't pull out. Sorry.
I love you, Owen.
I watched my sister fight, and I threw up.
Got mad kids.
I'm Puerto Rican. Fuck it.
Yeah, Chris, you said it the other day. I threw up watching Lindsay fight.
Right?
She beat the fuck out of that girl.
I was like fucking. It was crazy.
And you cared, right, Chris? Like you obviously gave a shit about the result, so you're gonna get nervous. It's a human reaction. It's how you deal with it to make you a champion.
My sister, just for the record, my sister fucking starched this girl like really bad.
I drove down. What's the street next to Amherst? Predmore. I drove down Predmore 2 weeks later. I thought this girl was a fucking alien. Her entire face was black and blue. Her eyes were huge. Yeah, man, it was crazy. I didn't see the fight, but what I heard, it was like scary to watch. Like,
yeah, I had to break it up, and then Jen Zola was the girl's name. Just to name her.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Calling her right out. Oh,
no, but this girl was 4 years older than my sister, and like they like pissed on my
coming.
sister's friend or something. So it was a warranted ass whooping for sure.
Had it coming, and your sister just did that work.
She fucking she was that was
nice.
Wait, who pissed on who? Girls got naked?
Christy Kelly got urinated.
The golden shower.
Oh wow.
Lindsay's been on like a warpath.
Sounds like an Eddie Murphy movie already.
Right,
we should.
Anyway.
I know.
Here's what I don't understand. She wasn't nervous for her fight to win the belt. So why would she be nervous now? It's just all doesn't make sense to me.
It's a tougher match. That's why.
It still all just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
none of it makes sense. It just doesn't make sense at all. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I mean, that totally shit the card, considering that was, the big fight that was being billed and all the posters and all the advertisements.
If we're being honest, I really didn't care about that fight all that much, other than the fact that I wanted to see her lose. But
so you cared enough to want her to lose, right?
I mean, I didn't. I wasn't like.
It's the same reason why I'll watch a Conor fight. I don't like him. I want to see him lose.
No, but I don't hate Nunes the way you hate Conor. So I get it. I watch Floyd in hopes that he'll possibly die one
Me
night.
too, bro. I'm right there with you. I watch him to see him lose, and it hasn't fucking happened.
Chris, you said something pretty interesting. It's like we're just putting quick odds on what could happen. Like Conor is probably closer to Floyd's punching ability in boxing than Weidman was to Silva's striking ability in the UFC at that time. And Weidman still got the knockout when his face was dancing around. So that's what Floyd's going to do, and that's what he's going to get caught with. Something fucking that puts him to sleep.
Floyd's going to make these Floyd.
And I don't mean that as a knock to Weidman. It was more of a testament
not at all,
to
but like
Silva.
I'm just saying, like the way Anderson Silva was in the UFC, like
Weidman's
he didn't even get hit by people. He was just like a wizard, right? And then all of a sudden he was knocked unconscious. It's possible.
It happens.
And then people that are like, oh, but they wear boxing gloves. It's like, have you ever seen a guy get knocked out in a boxing match? What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
I don't like that at all. It's so dumb.
It means nothing.
So,
it means
so
a little bit,
uneducated.
but like if you hit somebody flush with a boxing glove or a UFC glove or an MMA glove, you're knocking them out either way. I'm sorry.
Well, let's ask Tim Hague what the difference is.
Oh God, you are classless, my friend. Chris, I don't know if you knew, Tim Hague's dead. He died in the boxing ring.
Jesus.
He wasn't on the show that week. I don't think me and him talked about it. I don't know if he read about it. But
no, he read about it while he was
saying
having dinner earlier.
Wasn't he in like a coma for a while?
those gloves are more padded, but there's guys throwing, a little bit harder because
gloves in fights aren't even for the person getting hit.
They're for the knuckles, yeah.
It's for your hands. Like that's what I feel more confident throwing a punch with a boxing glove on than I could do more damage to you. That's the point that I'm making. It's like the UFC glove even crazier because it's like, wow.
I feel better with one glove on. That's why I feel at home, I think.
Because you could
when
still
I'm throwing
grab.
down.
What are you, Michael Jackson?
What's that guy's name? Yeah, thanks.
Art Jimerson.
Art Jimerson. There you go. There's the undercard. Hoyes versus Art Jimerson in a boxing match.
Oh, man.
There you go.
I think Art's dead.
But what's his face has to wear a gi. With the
Matthews.
Matthews has to wear a hospital gi backwards with his ass out.
Oh, I love it. That was good.
Oh man, but yeah, that was
hospital gown backwards. You know what happens? Jesus.
That was bullshit what she did, and I think she should get stripped just like Durandame was stripped. As any champion who continues to be inactive
here we go.
as a champion.
Here we go. Wow. He followed the breadcrumb trail really quickly back to that gingerbread house, for fuck's sake. Like, come on, Tommy.
Why'd you say gingerbread? Why? Because he's Irish?
Because he's Irish with his ginger beard?
Yeah.
What's wrong with ginger beard?
I'm trying, guys. But, no.
Yo, Chris, Tommy called you a ginger for fucking 3 straight weeks, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Says the Mexican wearing the headphones in our fucking chat. Come on.
Omar, you going to let him talk about you like that?
Get out of here. I didn't look like I was a phone operator from Guadalajara today in the chat. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, taking bets on Bet Eagle. Like
cockfights. He's taking bets on cockfights. He's like, hold on.
Yo, call
what?
Tommy. He's the operator at the fucking bet website.
Him and Matthew McConaughey
offshore
are
account
sitting there, right? They're taking action. Al Pacino's in the background trying to exhort him for more
Great
money.
movie.
Oh,
Great
yeah,
movie.
man. I love that movie. I love the hair in that movie, which I think you need the pomade that you mentioned earlier in the show.
Yeah.
I think you have to.
But yeah, she definitely should get stripped because that's bullshit. You don't do that
Who,
hours
Felice?
before the
Are we
fight.
talking Felice? Because I'm down to watch that.
Felice could
No, Nunes. She should get fucking stripped.
No, keep hers on.
She ruined the card mere hours before. How do you? That's your champ. Now you take that belt.
I'm actually less angry at John Jones for hitting a pregnant woman and messing up a fight than I am for Amanda Nunes just not fighting because she's scared. I don't understand it.
What about fucking fat slobs making weight, missing weight, even going up a fucking weight class? Like, come on.
Johnny Riggs?
Oh, boy.
Johnny
Riggs.
Fat Rig.
Johnny Big Rig.
Well, he should be cut.
Floral Rig.
He should be cut, without a doubt.
And that's the last time he'll ever be cut. when he's cut.
What, Omar? You're killing
they
him
had
today.
but they had no problem letting Anthony Johnson go when he kept missing weight.
Well, I think it was good for
Ronda Rousey's vagina.
Yeah. But
I'm not talking.
understand the
I'm
point
talking
of
about
keeping-
Travis Brown.
Oh wow. Seriously though, that man should get.
And that's all we're gonna say about that. Because
What do you
he's
think?
Not worth it.
Oh, is he Ryan Bader? Is he officially Ryan Bader?
Oh my God!
He was Ryan Bader 3 fights ago. Come on.
Marooned to Ryan Bader.
No,
Ryan
his
Bader
3 fights
Island.
that he lost it was Verdum, Kane, and Derek Lewis. So like that was respectable, but now it's like.
Tommy, we're talking in our podcast realm here. Like Tyron Woodley's the resident racist. Ryan Bader's like the outcast, the resident outcast.
I thought
like,
Tommy was the resident racist, but
I was gonna say, I thought that's where you're going, Carl.
Good work, guys. Thanks for picking me up there. I appreciate it.
I seriously think that dude's done.
What kills
Edmund
me
made him worse than he was before.
Right, Tommy? Like, didn't you hear on Rogan that Barnett was like trying to teach him the ways of grappling? And I was hesitantly optimistic. That
yeah, but don't you think it's a little late in the game for that?
Travis
For him?
Brown elbowed Barnett's skull in like a couple of years back.
And then they're homies, which is crazy. That's how crazy Barnett is. That's
but don't you think but don't you think it's a little late in the game to teach him? You know what I mean at this level?
I guess, but like if anybody could teach you how to at least anti-grapple, I think it's the fucking War Master.
Yo, and what was that Grisham guy doing in that fight, man? Like he was saying Brandon Schaub, he was saying Travis Brown's grappling against Brandon Schaub. I'm like, yo, that's against Brandon Schaub. That doesn't count.
Right, that's so
dumb.
dumb.
It doesn't mean he's a good grappler because he fucking mounted a scrub.
Like MMA math doesn't add up there, pal. What are you talking about?
Oh, he called him the big brown scrub. Did you hear that, Omar?
Brown belt. He's a brown belt. I think he's still a brown belt, right?
Were you sure he wasn't just talking about his ethnicity?
I think he probably was. I think he was making a little bit
brown
of
pride, Omar.
I didn't even say brown. I said he mounted a fucking scrub.
Well, no, that's what Brendan Schaub calls himself, the big brown. That's what he calls himself.
I think that was when Travis was back on the pre-USADA happiness.
Yeah.
Is where I'm thinking because
it's
what else is there? Because yes, he's had a shitty coaching job from Edmund. He left Jackson Winkle.
Last 2 fights, he wasn't with Edmund. He's been training with Ricky Lundell.
That's what I'm saying. So, is there any other explanation other than fucking either juice or he's pussy winked? Like, which one is it? Because something's totally off. He's not how old is he?
We're not talking about Ronda Rousey's bottoms.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I've never.
Maybe he's just fighting for a paycheck. Maybe he's just not into it anymore.
He's not getting paid anymore. He makes like $10,000 a fight. What are you talking
about?
Well,
he's getting something. He's getting something. What else can he do?
Thanks.
100 mil?
A 6-pack of Foster's beer and a fucking thank you note. Like what is it? What could he possibly be getting?
He doesn't strike me as the type that could work a regular job.
He's about to fucking beat up Ronda Rousey, who's got fucking Hollywood money, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, for her non-speaking roles in those 4 movies. Yeah, she's got a
Hollywood
ton of
vagina too.
Oh, ooh.
For those who don't know, her vagina was leaked online. Go check it out. It's epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that guy lost his job when that got out.
Oh my God, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he made
Poor
a lot
girl,
more
too.
in fucking 1 minute than he made in fucking his entire fucking career at that job.
The last thing that
I feel
Travis
bad for
Brown
her,
hit
though.
accurately was that guy.
Oh my God, the Omarism comes this late in the game.
Hey man, last thing.
Oh my God, that was epic.
That he tagged with any repeated accuracy. Poor bastard. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, I think Mickey was right. It kills leg strength, apparently, because this guy's footwork, grappling, his fucking ability to fight, all gone.
Yeah, all right, yeah,
all
we
gone.
spent way too much time talking about this guy, but I only brought him up to make a joke about Ronda Rousey's pussy and calling him that.
Yeah, but it's relevant because he got dusted again.
Right.
So we're talking about the guy that just got signed with World Series of Fighting, Travis Brown, because he's about to get cut. And like Bellator probably.
No, he'll go to Bellator. He'll go to Bellator
Yeah, he
because
will.
they need more heavyweights. He'll go to Bellator. They need more heavyweights.
He'll fight Matt Mitrione.
He's gonna get like
and
beat up
poke
by
him in the eye
Mitrione.
again.
No,
Poke him in the eye, in the other eye. Fucking leave him blind this time. Jesus, you'll have to wear a
wasn't
hockey
he
mask.
the guy that fucking moused up Mitrione's head?
Moused up?
Oh, that.
Hold on. There's a mouse, and then there was the Rat King that was living on top of Mitrione's eyebrow.
That would be a good fucking fight for me to not care about. Bellator.
It would still get ratings, though, and that's all Bellator cares about.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
It would
Why
still get
is
ratings.
that, Tommy? That Viacom money, right?
It would really have to. Like, it better be like a Chandler fight and like 6 other good fights on that card.
Just say the word Viacom, Tommy.
Anything that when it comes to TV ratings, it doesn't matter. All they want is ratings. They get enough ratings, they make money.
He needs to walk down to the cage with the Confederate flag on while playing Leonard Skinner. He had the Simple Man going when he fought Fedor, but I think if he goes full heel, that's that Viacom money, son. I think he's making that bank right there. Jesus, he's trained at Purdue.
You gotta wonder.
He's doing good things. So don't shit on him, guys. Come on. He's the
Half shit's on the bitch.
Yeah, seriously.
Yo, Bellator is struggling, bro. I'm sorry. It's doing Larkin against Rory McDonald. Like they weren't even on each other's level in the UFC.
Well,
He's doing something right.
Rory's a stud.
Struggling? How are they struggling?
Yo,
Bellator's on the come up, dude.
yeah.
Had a great
They're not
card.
struggling.
They're allowed
He's
to
had a
get
great
the guys
card.
that the UFC lets them get, basically.
Understood, but they're picking off guys slowly but surely. They're really developing a competitor here. I'm telling you,
we've been losing anybody that they aren't willing to lose. Is what I'm
It's
telling you.
easy to
I
overtake
understand.
a chariot that has no driver. And I think right now the UFC has nobody at the reins
Conor.
that knows what the fuck is going on.
Conor runs that whole ship. This is Gucci Mink. I mean, his whole ship sinks.
And he's not fighting in a cage. He's fighting in a
And
box.
he's
making more money in one night for the company than fucking any card combined.
He's making it for Dana White. He's not making it for the other fighters.
We were
These guys
just about
are
to end the
jumping
show.
over.
Talking about the fucking.
Hey, we got time for the Kareem 12.
How many fighters fight for other fighters? None.
What's up, Kareem? What's up, brother?
Hey, I just wanted to drop a few lines about what went on over this weekend, Friday to be exact, with the Nick Diaz meet and greet.
Saturday.
Yeah. Apparently, Saturday. Apparently, the owner of Rivoli's reached out to him to do a double check, make sure everything was fine, and it seemed like he missed a flight. Okay. Happens. I get a text from the front-end hostess that says, Nick canceled. I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. So I go to get a refund on the ticket. I had the shirt ready to go. I was going to chat up the show, try and get him to sign it, get a picture. When I get there, I'm met up front by the owner, who's apologizing profusely, and he says, yeah, this guy didn't get on 3 flights. So not Nick canceled. He didn't get on not 1, not 2, but 3 flights.
He pulled a Melvin
He
Gillard.
didn't get on.
Oh, he
Exactly
pulled him.
what he did.
Oh, yes.
He
And
pulled
that,
Nick
I was
Diaz.
just about to add that in. He got paid, so essentially, I'm going to speak to the owner tomorrow to get a follow-up. it looks as if he might have pulled a Gillard.
He even pulled a goddamn Gillard. That's
Gillard
horrible.
is the guy that took the money and didn't pay it back. I could guarantee you Nick Diaz didn't just rob this place. He might have robbed all the people, but I mean, I'm sorry.
I did speak to the owner.
If I seen Nick Diaz was gonna do a meet and greet in New Jersey, I'd be like, no, he's not. That's fake.
Well, Nick Diaz was the one
tweeting
about it. He was tweeting about it every day.
So he can get that check. So he can get that check sent to him. Once he got the check,
he's
like, fuck this.
He's going to pay it back. Yeah, okay.
He got paid in Bitcoin.
That money is smoked.
And he said,
smoked that money already.
Leave Nick Diaz alone, dude.
Like $500,000 in his
people around here get slapped.
What does he get paid for a meet and greet? Like a couple $1,000s?
Well, it's a couple thousand more than he's made because he hasn't fought in how long?
And he gets his tickets paid for to come over. Like it's free, easy money.
I'm gonna have to sit this one out because I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, because you're a Diaz fan.
Chris, don't you usually check out at like 45?
I just think it's a bit weird.
Usually you're
I'm not even surprised though because it's Nick.
It's horrible, is what it is, and he missed the flights because he was already mad high. Like why would you do this to people? If this pans out the way that it looks right now, it's total scumbag move. No, there's not. Come on, man. Seriously, he basically robbed them like he was Jim Jones at the beginning of the One Blood remix video. Like he just jumped over the counter, took the money, took the scissor and fucking ran out. Like
I
why?
kind of had a feeling that was going to happen when that whole shit with the drug test.
I got to be honest. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, set the stage.
Okay, well,
it's because
Nick Diaz didn't show up for something.
Knee deep in fucking cat. That's
he doesn't even he'll be.
What happened?
I am. Tommy, you're fucking crazy. What do you have a camera in my room right now?
USADA. USADA has a rule that if you're on the
card and he won't show
good,
up.
Tommy.
Hold on. So Kareem, please.
Yeah, USADA's ruling is if you're on the active testing list for the UFC, whether you're fighting or not, they have to be alerted to where you are and what you're doing. And like there's set periods throughout the year you have to alert them. And if they reach out to you and go, hey, where are you? You have to tell them. Apparently, immediately following suspension, Nick's already racked up 3 times this year where he's failed to notify them of his whereabouts. So he got a soft suspension on that. That's pending a hearing to explain where he was and what he was doing. And then he booked
But he wants
big
money championship fights.
You know what? People want him in big money championship fights. It's not even that he wants.
This is true.
The champions call him.
But Conor plays by the USADA rules. Why doesn't
Conor's
he get
not
to play
Nick
by
Diaz, bro. Like what surprises
Yeah, you're right.
me
Conor's won a belt in the UFC.
What
as Nick
surprises
Diaz.
me most about this situation is that people are actually fucking surprised at any of it.
I'm not.
That's just, to me,
Doesn't matter if you're surprised or not. It's a scumbag fucking move.
I don't care.
It's a scumbag piece of shit move. People pay money to get tickets to go sit there because you're tweeting out that you're going to be there, and then you don't get on a plane and go. That's a scumbag. That's a piece of shit.
100%.
That's a piece of shit.
If that's actually what happened, like if that's all.
Yeah, I mean,
it's exactly what happened. How do you miss 3 flights? How
That's
do you
what
miss
I'm
3
saying.
flights? If you're not
Eat,
doing it
motherfuckers. Fucking killer, fucking edible.
Bro, he's got that fucking card, bro. He ain't fucking about that New Jersey shit. He's got that Cali shit.
That's
so do
good for him.
musicians. They don't miss they don't miss flights. They don't miss tour buses.
Maybe he had a fucking triathlon. Maybe that.
He was probably riding a bike there.
If he had a triathlon, he could have gone cross country without a flight. All right, guys. Like this is all.
I'm thinking that the whole 3-flight thing might be a little, a little bit of a fabrication.
Who's the source here? Is that credible?
Hold on, fabrication.
The owner of the fucking restaurant.
Okay.
The owner of Rivoli is
credible
apparently
source.
in touch with his manager.
That's the guy saving face for his restaurant, which I don't blame him. But that doesn't mean it
could be true.
What happened? It could be
true. Kareem had the hook up with the front desk lady. That, that right there seals it for me.
It's not like Rivoli's needed Nick Diaz. That place makes money hand over fist all year round.
I don't think Rivoli's needed Nick Diaz, but when they fucking have egg in their face, they might have to fucking come up with a little bit of a stretch of a story to make it like,
Well, no, they have to tell the truth to make him look like the piece of shit that he is.
So then what? Hold on,
it.
Chris, hold on. This is what I want to see, real quick. So if they're making up a story, right? What do you really think then happened? What story are they making up that
I'm
they
saying that he probably just it wasn't 3 flights. I'm thinking like
he ran into a burning building to save a baby. That's what really happened. That he missed his flight.
Hold on. So it's okay if he missed 1 flight for something that he signed up and said I was going to be there and got paid for.
I'm not saying it's okay at all. I'm saying that what the fuck? Why are people surprised by this? Is what I'm saying.
Did Kareem just come stir up shit and bounce?
I think so, man.
No.
I love him. No, he's
kind of listening and seeing where it was going.
Yeah. I got your back, Kareem.
I
was going to say that's impressive.
Nick Diaz will be the main event of a UFC card, and he won't show up to the press conference. You think he's going to show up to Rivoli's?
Yeah, you got to remember. I mean, I'm not surprised at all. Everybody got a refund. It's Nick Diaz. If you're a fan, if you follow anything, the shit kind of goes down. First of all, like, you have to be suspicious of him just randomly coming to Howell, New Jersey in the first place.
Right.
With
why Howell? Why didn't he go to the Tom's River one? It's like the bigger
Howell, then you should be of him not showing up, because that's the more obvious thing that's going to happen. If you ask me.
Yeah, but then why commit to it and get a paycheck if you're not going to show up?
But is that confirmed? Did he get paid?
Yeah.
According to the owner of Rivoli's, he already paid him.
Well, Chris, I wrote that thing on that letter I gave you.
Verbally fucking agree to. Yeah, I'm gonna come out to New Jersey and verbally agree you're gonna pay me. No, they get paid something up front, right, Omar?
100%.
You got ripped off by a fighter.
Yeah.
Did you deal with Melvin directly? Or I'm sure Nick Diaz has like a management team that's doing all this. So if I can't imagine that the money even got fucking taken by Nick yet at this point.
Hold on, what?
That's what I'm saying. It's his manager who the owner of Rivoli said he was dealing with, and is a scumbag. Apparently,
so you got ripped off by a fighter, Tommy says.
1,000%. That's why this is really close to my heart. I know.
That's why what I'm saying is it's different, dude. Like Melvin showed up once, and then them like made it look like he was a fucking this saint rolling with your guys.
So that's even worse. All right, so he's a bigger scumbag than Nick Diaz.
I'll agree there.
By a stretch. He's a bigger scumbag.
I'll agree there. He's a bigger
I never once said in my entirety of my life that Nick Diaz wasn't a scumbag. He's a UFC fighter. That's what he is. He's a fighter, right?
Yeah, but you're defending the guy from ripping people off. Okay,
I'm not defending him.
But you're defending him.
Oh my God.
Kind of are.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that it's more surprising to me that people are surprised that he didn't show up than the actual fact that he didn't show up.
You're talking non-credible sources, like he didn't get money. You're sticking up.
I'm saying that did he get paid? You guys, who paid him? Did you pay him? Did somebody see him get paid? Like these are things that
not get paid.
There's a lot of things that we don't know.
You're making mad straw man arguments.
Fuck that! I didn't get my money yet. I ain't going. Maybe that happened.
You're doing the same thing we're doing on the opposite end of it.
1,000%.
Okay, hold on. Let's rephrase it then. Somebody on Nick Diaz's team took money from the owner of Rivoli's, whether it was him directly or not.
I don't care if it was Nick Diaz's mother that took the money. The Diaz camp took cash in exchange for Diaz showing up, and Diaz didn't show up. He's a piece of shit. End of story. That's it. If there was an agreement, you're a fuckhead for not showing up. It's done.
Yeah, it's unprofessional as hell. Omar's extra salty over it because he got burned by a fighter. It's
like hearing about somebody getting gonorrhea and you've had
That's
gonorrhea.
Like me saying
like to me.
Aaron Rodgers is bad. It's not going to happen.
No, he's just ugly. He's just super ugly.
Guys, that's about wrapping up the 37th episode of the Pride Rules MMA podcast. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with you guys. Chris, welcome back to the show.
Shit out of all of you.
I can't wait to fucking look. Nate Diaz's fucking tweet today or Instagram post was epic. Him slapping Conor.
I love Chris signing up for an MMA gym, and now he's backslapping all of us. See, I just want to put
not backslap, Stockton slap.
Oh, okay. Either way, though, right? Is the ink dry?
Stockton, motherfucker.
Bro, I didn't even go for my free class yet.
Diaz.
You're probably better.
Oh my God, Tommy.
Whoa.
Dropping him.
Easy now, killer.
Anyway. I like you guys a lot, man. I really do. Anyway, great episode. I will be more engaged in the chat room this week. I apologize.
When I'm talking to Tommy.
I was sidetracked. All right.
Yep, you got to get your face out of that humble pie so you can get back in the groove. You know what I mean?
Oh,
humble pie it was. It was fucking very humble.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get choked out by like a 14-year-old my first day, so I'm You know.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sucks.
Big shout out to our sponsors. First and foremost, ADK Fightwear, Joe Cashin. For all your competition-ready equipment and apparel, check out adkfightwear.com. Big shout out to Black Hole Jiu-Jitsu, Mike Wacker, July 29th. Do your fucking best against Diego Sanchez and beat this guy.
Choked by the ocean.
Nice knocking the belt. Kill Lionheart, fucking Bad Boy Nightmare, whatever. Big shout out to Madama Jiu-Jitsu. Still waiting for you to come on. I know you're busy, but you got a lot going on. You made a promise. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. The Institute Muay Thai and Mike Burke, 45 Car Ave in Kingsburg.
He didn't get paid, so it's okay if he doesn't come on.
That's a good point. That is a good point, Tommy. Thank you.
I sent
Shout
him
out to
T-shirts.
Trisha Andrew from 2 Minute Warning, the president or vice president in operations, Tim Banry. You too. You are the acting president. Shout out to you guys, my co-hosts, for
Fuck the
Omar,
Cowboys,
Tommy, Chris,
Fuck
Kareem.
the Cowboys,
I am
man.
called that straw, the straw that stirs the drink, and we are Pride Rules MMA Podcast. Check you guys next week. Gobbled the shit out of a dick. Bye.
Aaron Judge.
Son.